You're not lazy. You're overstimulated. You don't lack discipline. You don't lack ambition. You don't lack intelligence. You're overstimulated. And the scariest part, you don't even realize it. You wake up tired. You scroll before your feet hit the floor. You switch between apps, videos, messages, notifications. By noon, your brain has processed more stimulation than your ancestors did in a week. And then you wonder why you can't focus. This isn't laziness. It's neurological overload. Your brain wasn't built for this. For most of human history, stimulation was scarce. Silence was normal. Boredom was common. Focus was survival. Now, your brain competes with algorithms engineered by organizations spending billions to capture one thing: your attention. Every swipe gives novelty. Every notification gives anticipation. Every video gives dopamine. And dopamine isn't happiness. It's pursuit. It's craving. It's more. When your baseline stimulation rises, normal life feels slow. Work feels dull. Reading feels hard. Thinking feels exhausting. Not because you're incapable, but because your brain is recalibrated to constant intensity. The death of boredom. Boredom used to be powerful. Boredom created ideas, creativity, reflection. Now boredom lasts about 6 seconds before you reach for your phone. But boredom is not the enemy. It's the doorway. When you remove boredom, you remove deep thought. You remove internal dialogue. You remove originality. Instead, your mind becomes reactive, constantly consuming, rarely creating. And over time, your tolerance for stillness collapses. Why you can't focus anymore. Focus is not just willpower. It's contrast. If your brain is used to 10-second bursts of novelty, how can it tolerate 30 minutes of steady concentration? Short-form content conditions your mind for rapid stimulation shifts. Your attention span doesn't disappear. It fragments. You start switching tabs, checking messages mid-task, rereading the same sentence, and you blame yourself. But imagine training for sprints every day, then suddenly trying to run a marathon. That's modern focus. Your brain has been trained for speed, not depth. The illusion of productivity. Here's the trap. You feel busy, constantly stimulated, constantly consuming, constantly doing something. But activity is not progress. Information is not implementation. Watching self-improvement videos feels productive. Scrolling productivity tips feels productive. But the real work requires discomfort, stillness, repetition, boredom, and overstimulation makes boredom unbearable. So you escape back to stimulation, and the cycle continues. Why silence feels uncomfortable. Try this experiment. Sit alone in a quiet room for 10 minutes. No music, no phone, no background noise. Notice what happens. Restlessness, urges, mental noise. That discomfort isn't weakness, it's withdrawal. Your nervous system has been fed constant input. Remove it, and it protests. But on the other side of that discomfort is clarity. Deep thought returns. Creative ideas resurface. Your mind recalibrates. How to reset your brain. You don't need to quit technology. You need contrast. Create pockets of intentional deprivation. Walk without headphones. Eat without scrolling. Work in timed, uninterrupted blocks. Reduce microstimulation. Not forever. Just long enough for your brain to remember what normal feels like. At first, it will feel slow. Then, it will feel calm. Then, it will feel powerful. Because a focused mind is rare now, and rarity creates advantage. A final realization. You're not broken, you're overstimulated. Your lack of focus isn't a character flaw, it's conditioning. But conditioning can be reversed. If you lower stimulation, you raise clarity. If you tolerate boredom, you unlock depth. And in a world addicted to noise, the person who can sit in silence and think clearly wins.